Hey everybody, what is up? CerealOverdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're going to be doing today is a 25 PED mining run, sort of the standard thing that I do. This is just like, it's a good amount that I can keep doing daily, and I can keep getting content out, which is, I think that's what we all agreed was best. So, yeah, 25 PED mining run, we're just started now. We just dropped the probe. For those of you wondering where we are on these nice islands right here. Not quite like that, those islands in Dubai that are shaped as countries, but still pretty cool. If you're looking for a place to hunt birds, this is a good one, by the way. There's also some like low-level stuff out here. If you're a new player, this is a great place to come to hunt. You got a lot of cool stuff out here, and there's not as much. Ooh, we got some good claims. Let's drop again. Someone said I was dropping too close. I'm going to try and mine that. I just realized I was breaking that rule. Anyways, for those of you that are new to playing, this is a good place to come. You're getting away from sort of the hustle and bustle of a lot of the popular newer player areas, but you've still got a lot of the low-level mobs. There's still a few people. I'd recommend it. Now, let's get on to just basically the meat of this video, what you guys are tuning in for, hopefully an important announcement. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging, so here we go, right? I was recently contacted by somebody I think, who represents Mindark, or they're just fishing for information. And if you guys don't know, phishing is like spelled with a P. It's when someone tries to get all your credentials and all that. But I was contacted by someone from Mindark. They just wanted, not Mindark, Mindark's like PR company or something like that. And they just wanted some information like my email, and they're going to get a hold of me. So hopefully we have some cool stuff coming out, hopefully before Christmas. If anyone from Mindark is listening and this doesn't sound legit to you, let me know before someone steals my login. But, so the email I use is completely separate from any email related to my Entropia Universe account, my Google account, anything like that. It's two-factor authentication. So I think I'm pretty good. But I gave them the email. We're going to see what happens. I'm hoping that this is the start of a developing relationship between Mindark and popular influencers. So this could be a cool new step, and you guys could be on the front lines through yours truly. I'm hoping for the best, but, you know, preparing for the worst, and trying to make sure I don't lose everything just in case it is a scammer. If it was, they did a little bit of background research, I'll tell you that. I don't know how much they want me to reveal. I don't know what I can and can't talk about. Just figured I'd let you guys know, like, stuff's going on. Mindark, it seems to be moving in the right direction, at least as far as, like, streamers, influencers, YouTubers, and all that are concerned. So I'm hoping that this is going to be, you know, something good. And I'll point out, like, a few of you guys that comment that are doing YouTube stuff. I'm going to, you know, if it seems like they're looking for people, I'll definitely point you guys out. You know, tell them to go have a listen. And, you know, those of you who are listening, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to list names because I know I'm going to forget like one or two of you, and I don't want anybody to feel hurt. But I definitely do know, like, those of you who comment, who watch the vids, who I'm communicating with. We're going to, hopefully we'll get something good going. This is a pretty big oil claim here. Although oil isn't, like, the best one that you want. For those of you wondering, too, I should probably be doing depth, right? Oh! Ample. Alright, so we're going to be here for a little bit. Depth is right here. If you're wondering about the depth, 527 meters. So this is at the length of like an F105. This is probably why I'm finding it too. I think some of these lower claims, they're just not hit by the newer players who are coming here. If you look at the mobs and everything like that, it's a lot of newer players. And those guys, they're not mining this deep. So there's like these amples building up that just sit there. And then, you know, when someone comes by with a little bit better gear, they find something good, which, you know, hopefully you guys can do the same. It's looking like a good area. We'll see how the rest of the run goes, but if these last few claims have been anything, like we're finding bigger than average finds. I'm not using an amp or anything like that. If I do use a mining amp, I'm going to call it out in my videos for those of you who are regular watchers. So if I don't say I'm using an amp, that means I'm not using an amp. And I'm always using an F105. I know I should be upgrading, like I should be looking into some of those L options, stuff like that, just to get a little bit better depth. And I think from the last video I made about like mining enhancers, amps, and everything like that, a few of you guys saw, well, a few of you guys not mentioned, but just pointed out where I was wrong. I'm going to drop again. And how I'm a little bit behind the times as far as some of this stuff goes. So I'm going to try and keep myself up to date. I'm going to take your suggestions into consideration. I'm going to try and mine a little bit further away. Back in my day, it was always when no resources found came up, that meant you could drop again without getting any overlap. Apparently, I'm still overlapping, so I'm going to try and space it out a little bit more. It's hard to do when you're making videos because there's a lot going on. I want to keep that stream of consciousness going, right? And I'm trying my best here. I really am. But sometimes it's just hard because sometimes you gotta count it out. And I know there are tools out there, but I'm always a little bit iffy about tools. I don't want anything to steal my account information or try and hack me, because that would be bad. And let's face it, when you're playing with anything like Entropia Universe, cryptocurrencies, anything like that, there's a lot more up for grabs than just some account, right? Ooh, we got a good one. Let's drop again. There's a lot more up for grabs than just an account. Foreseeably, like if they hack me, they could get into my account, sell everything, withdraw the money, or trade. More realistically, they trade the money off to an alt account and then try and withdraw that way. It would be pretty disastrous, so for me. And again, like even the YouTube channel, like if someone took that over, they could really do some bad stuff. You know, I don't want my personal information out there. There's a lot that someone could do to me if they hacked me. Which is part of the reason I just don't like using all this like third-party stuff, especially in recent months. Like there is a lot of shit that just gets attached to these third-party, or not third-party, just this software. Like if you look at Android, Apple, all of that, like there is so many apps that are requesting internet access now. It's like you want to go buy a new fridge, all of a sudden your fridge wants access to your internet. My light bulbs want access to the internet, and it's like, what's going on here? Right? Like, why do all these things need this? And I don't know. I'm getting paranoid, I guess, is what I'm saying. Especially about this laptop, right? If my light bulb wants to connect to the internet and tell a company how often I turn it on, fine. I mean, technically, like, that's sort of shitty of them to just take my information like that and just sort of by default assume that I want to give it up. But, whatever. If someone wants to get information off my laptop, you gotta try. So I'm always a little bit like sketchy on third-party applications, and that's sort of why I shy away from installing some of these mining log softwares and everything like that. And again, I'm not a big time player, right? If you guys think about it, I'm probably cycling through maybe a couple hundred PEDs a week, and I'm not really going back to the same areas. I like to mix it up unless I get something really good. Like this area, I might do another run-in just because I got that ample, right? And I think this is going to be a pretty profitable run. And, you know, I sort of have a vague understanding of that. And I know, like, if you find the exact coordinates of good drops, you can go back to them. Maybe you'll get the similar drop or something like that. But, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. I don't think it's worth the risk for me. For those of you, though, who are mining a ton, maybe it is. And I know there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of players that are using the software and saying it's good and it's been around for forever, so like it probably is. I'm just being paranoid. You know, everybody's like that. There's security experts who won't use the latest phones because they're afraid someone's gonna like scan their face and use their face in a 3D model, and they're gonna use that to unlock their iPhone, and then with their iPhone they're gonna use LastPass and do all this weird stuff, and it's probably not gonna happen. I'm being overly cautious just like that. So let's move on to the next topic, because you guys are probably tired of hearing about that. And if you're using that software and you're having no problem, then cool. So what was I going to talk about next? All right, next topic, I guess. For YouTube, I love what you guys are doing. I love that you're like watching these videos, supporting it. I just want to say thank you again. I always say it so much, but shout out to you guys. Like, thanks. Like, this channel is really growing. It's taking off a little bit more than expected. I got over 100,000 minutes. I don't know if I'm supposed to give those stats out or not. I know YouTube says you can't give money stats out, but like watch time. I said it already. I got over 100,000 minutes in watch time this month, which was sort of cool. So like that's a cool thing to see, and that is a lot of time that people spend watching these videos. I'm flattered. But yeah, like it's cool to see those stats. It's cool to see everything growing. It's cool to see like we're closing in on 50,000 views a month, which is a pretty big milestone, I think. And you know, sub-wise, that just keeps growing. We've had like some double-digit. Ooh, another twofer. This is great. I love this area, guys. You've got to mine in this area. Again on the map, right here, that big island. Oh, and again, let's drop again. Just keep going until we find something. Don't find anything. I know some people disagree with this, but whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we had like a triple sub day, so that was cool to see. For those of you wondering too, like this information, if you don't think it's publicly accessible, you can go on Social Blade and find information on all your favorite YouTubers. Honestly, like any YouTuber from like Casey Neistat to like Woody's Gamer Tag to I don't know, Salamandra, all those guys. You can find information on anyone. The Rad Brad. I'm mentioning like a few different ones that I watch in various categories, but you can find info on any of these guys just by going online and checking out their profile. You can do it for Instagram, Twitter, I think, and Twitch. Sort of cool, right? Cool to see that. But that's usually where I get a lot of my like sub growth and all that information. Like YouTube gives it to me. It's a little bit easier to access Social Blade if you just want to quick like log in and sort of be like, oh cool. I don't know. I like it. It's interesting to see at least. So yeah, if you're interested in following this channel or any other, I definitely recommend going to Social Blade. A lot of you guys probably knew about it. It's pretty popular with a lot of these YouTube people, so I'm sure they talk about it too. Because, yeah, that's probably how I heard about it. So yeah, it's good news all around, good times. And it looks like this run's even going to be good. I mean, there's nothing to hate today. It's a good day, and for those of you wondering too, like, let's go into real life talk here. For those of you wondering, which none of you are, but I don't know, it's something to talk about. In the U.S., this is a 3-day week for most people. You get Thanksgiving off, and then for some reason we get Black Friday off so that we can all go shopping and buy a lot of stupid shit, which I do every year. I don't know exactly why they have that as a thing, but it is. So obviously I'm going to go out on Black Friday and buy a bunch of stupid shit. But hey, 3-day week, 4-day weekend, I love that. I love having more days off than days on, right? And even if I'm making videos like this isn't work. I don't consider this to be work. This is fun. I'm just having a nice little talk. I'm talking to myself in a way that doesn't make me crazy, which is always good. You know, that's why people started podcasts. That's my theory, because they just didn't want to talk to themselves. They wanted to pretend that they're talking to an audience, and then the audience came. That's definitely why I started this. There's been days when I just go on Twitch and I'll ramble on for hours and hours and hours to myself, and there's no one watching. I know that. No one's going to go and watch that. There's old videos where it's like nobody was watching me. But I don't know. I like rambling. I like talking. So it's a good way for me to get that energy out, and sort of makes all my friends in real life just a little bit less annoyed by me, I think. Hopefully. By the way, look at this guy right here. XX Squall XX. Huge crafter. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's either dumping a lot of money into this game or he knows how to make money. Because he has been, I can't remember when he came on, and I do see that PM, by the way. I will answer it later. I don't remember when he came onto the scene, but this guy, I remember his name. He's like not an old timer, fairly old timer, and he got big. Like he's either putting a lot of money into this game, or he's really just owning this game and making a living off of it. I really want to know what he's doing. If you guys know if he has a YouTube channel, someone direct me at it, because I'd be interested in seeing some of the Ubers that I do watch. I'll tune into their YouTube channel. Uber would be like a high-end player. I tune into their YouTube channels just to see like what's up, because I'm more like your mid, almost new player. I know I'm an older account. I've played for longer. But as far as skills and time spent, I'm not putting in as many hours as a lot of these old players have. This guy especially, look at that. He just globaled again. Like he's going off. And this is just explosive projectiles. I don't know what's up about that. He's got something working for him. But, yeah, like, so even for me, like, some of you guys might think I'm some sort of Uber player. I do have more money than most, but I spend a lot of time trading, so my skills don't represent it. And I know there's people out there that like figured out how to make this thing work, and I think he might be one of them. Look at that again. He got a global. It's just crazy. Watch out for that when you guys are online. Like this guy's going off. Look at this. All we got is a list and oil. So if you guys are looking to get those missions done, come here, because 25 PEDs in and 38 PEDs out. That is a nice little profit there. So yeah. This area works, and man, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope I've definitely been having a good day, so I hope the good vibes were like transmitted over the airwaves or video or whatever you want to call it, the internet. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the support. I hope it'll keep up in the future. If you get suggestions, comments, anything like that, just let me know down below. If you've watched it to this point, if you guys could please just leave a like so more people see this video, that'd be awesome. I know some of you guys hate when I say it, but everybody says it, so why not? Until next time, guys, peace.